how do you really know what you're capable of if you don't challenge yourself? How do you know that you can handle being at your worst if you've never seen yourself at your worst? Hey YouTube, hey. I've been super busy. I know I had said I was gonna drop this content that you're seeing now, maybe like a day or so ago. Alright, so my 15 days of homelessness story, which is pretty much how you guys met me. I went on ATL Atlanta Street interview. And although my homelessness was very temporary, it was still an experience, and not just an experience, it was something that I feel like it was necessary for me to go through in order for me to evolve and elevate in my life. For a few years, I had everything I needed. Everything was just flowing perfectly. I had a great full-time job. I had a smart home, a new home at that. Thankfully, the guy that I've seen at the time, he moved me in with him and his family. And he literally moved me into a brand new built home. So I lived in Mapleton when I first lived out there. And then from there, I lived in Riverdale. I lived in Cartersville, Georgia. I lived in Billerica. Now I lived in Atlanta. And I think that's everywhere for Georgia. Yeah. I have finally acquired the lifestyle that I felt I was deserving of, a sector of its own in my life. Just getting to like play wifey, getting to play stepmommy, which I had never done except that time. Like making my boyfriend then full course dinners, full course breakfasts, just going all out. Like I am like 38, married with 3 kids or something. Mimosas in the morning when I'm cooking breakfast, darling. Like, that is the kind of lifestyle that I was creating and structuring, and we were building together. So it's like before I got to experience homelessness, I experienced the good life, I would say. I had everything I could possibly want materialistically. So after we separated our ways, I went through a little phase of just lostness. Like, okay, well, what do I do now? I'm not in a role of playing someone's stepmommy anymore. I'm not playing wifey to someone. I don't have this extensive new family anymore to hang out with. So it's like, well, now I'm in Atlanta. I'm single. I work a great job full time, but it's not fulfilling. And then I have moved to Hampton, Georgia. In Hampton, areas, the school district, low crime, just like so peaceful that it got so boring. In my thoughts, it was so boring. And I think me being in my 20s, that wasn't like the most exhilarating place that I could have been. I think that's so far from where I was working, which was in Douglasville, Georgia. And let me tell you, so Hampton is like over here, and Douglasville would have been way over here. And that's like 55 minutes on a good day, an hour during traffic or rush hour. So that drive got to be super taxing on my car and just super exhausting to me. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I work a great job. I was working at CarMax. Shout out to CarMax. Being a sales associate, doing my things, selling cars, learning a little bit about the car industry and the sales industry. It was cool, but it did get boring. And then it got to like that season where they're like, well, you got to be selling enough cars to be here now, girl. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can do that. I can sit here and let the customers walk in and I can sell them what they want, but I'm not going to force people into cars. So I did that drive for as long as I possibly could, a few months. And then I just got exhausted with it. I'm like, I'm going to give you guys my 2 weeks. I'm done. But the mistake I did with that is I didn't find a follow-up position closer to home ahead of time before I put in my 2-week notice. You never do that, of course, when you're looking for new work. And I think that was my big mistake because I just ended up settling for some rinky-dink job, and that kind of between not solidifying a position before I left my main paying position and then settling for a rinky-dink job, those two combinations of things kind of made me fall behind completely on my bills to the point where I was just like, okay, I have to cut everything off, cut all the bills off because I'm in deep right now. Before I had left there, I did solidify a better job before I had like decided to just move out because I was like, okay, at least I can move out. I can be working a great job now. I will figure out how to come up with an apartment or a roommate or a room or something like that. I never expected to actually be homeless, but because I still have my car, thankfully too. So I did try and do like van life temporarily. That was fine. Like that gave me a level of survival I've never had before. That was fine. But after I had lost the car because I was getting rid of bills, those last few days, like having to literally just be out after I get off work or before I go to work, just outside, that was raw and uncut homelessness. For my own sake, I feel like I needed to know who I was without everything. And I needed to know that I can build myself up from ground zero and acquire everything I've had and so much more. I needed to solidify what kind of person I was. If it was in me or if it was on me. I had to solidify that with myself. Or you will be able to pull yourself up one way or another, or you will be able to manifest something into your life that will change your situation. There were some days I literally only had my holy work shoes, maybe one work outfit in my bag, and the clothes on my back, and a pair of Nike slides for when I got off of work, and an old crusty wig. Some days, those are the only things that I had for a few days. But you know what I did have? I still had on my work schedule a full week of work. And for me, that was opportunity to change my situation. Each day of work was opportunity to change my situation. So me knowing that allowed me to still show up. Even if I didn't have all the materialistic things that I thought I needed at home to make me who I was, it was never that. It was never those things because I still had the ability to show up and show out and with a smile on my face at that and be in positive spirits, even though I don't have all those material things that I think I needed, or sometimes not even a roof or knowing where I was going to stay that night, but I still came to work and showed up. You know, and I'll tell you, Atlanta is it's a hustle culture out there. It's in the air. Everything out there moving with a heartbeat is hustling. Everybody got 2.5 jobs, gigs. So you can't be in the city in Atlanta and not be feel the energy to want to get to your bag, not feel the energy to want to grind. And you know, I seen a post the other day that was like, "Why everybody in Atlanta be out during the day? Don't you people have jobs? We work at night because the nightlife runs Atlanta. If you didn't know, that's what makes Atlanta thrive. It's the nightlife industry and the nightlife money, the entertainment industry." God, your father now. God, your father now.